Hi, do you believe in magic? Do you believe in magic of a good book? Do you have a secret how to attract a good book into your life? I have a secret and maybe you can share yours. So kind of like I can share mine. So today we are going to talk about the one thing and the chapter is willpower is always on will call. It's a lie. Why would you ever do something the hard way? When we tie our success to our willpower without understanding what that really means, we set ourselves up for failure. Okay, we don't have to do this. Willpower is always on a will call is a lie. Most people assume willpower matters, but many might not fully appreciate how critical it is to our success. And it was done. One unusual research project revealed just how important it really is. I bet you heard about this project. It says toddler torture. In the late 60s, 17, researcher Walter Mitchell began the research of 4-year-old at Stanford University Bean Nursery School. More than 500 children were volunteered for this diabolical program by their own parents, many of whom would later, like millions of others, laugh at the videos at their miserable kids that squirming on the TV. It's called the marshmallow test. So kids were offered 3 treats. It's a pretzel, a cookie, or their famous marshmallow. The child was told that researcher had to step away and they will come back in 15 minutes. Stop. And until researchers return, kids should wait for the researcher. Don't eat the treat. And when researcher will come back in 15 minutes, kid will receive a second treat. So like 1 treat now or 2 later. Mitchell knew they designed the test well when a few of the kids wanted to quit this test as soon as they explained the rules. So left alone with the marshmallow they couldn't eat, kids engaged in all kinds of delay strategies, from closing their eyes to to pulling their own hair, turning away, to like smelling in caressing their treats. On average, kids held out less than 3 minutes, like 3 minutes when they like closing eyes, like doing stuff. And it was pretty apparent. Most kids struggle with delayed gratification. Willpower was in short supply. So only 3 out of 10 kids waited when researchers came back for the second treat. And they thought like research is over. But when Mitchell's 3 daughters attended Bean Nursery School, and over the next few years, Walter was asking kids about their other kids who participated in this test, how those kids are doing at their school. And he noticed that children who had successfully waited for the second treat seems to be doing better, a lot better. So, and starting in 1981, Mitchell began systematically tracking down the original subject, his request manuscript, completed records, questionnaire, and what he figured out. But over the next 30 plus years, Mitchell and his colleagues published numerous papers on how high delayers fared better. Success in the experiment predicted higher general academic achievement. They had a SAT scores that were on average 210 points higher, higher feelings of self-worth, and better stress management. On other hand, people, like kids who didn't wait for second treat, they were doing like less successful. I'm not going to go into details, just say it's really noticeable, just different between kids who waited and kids who didn't. So, sometimes he'll say to someone, "Oh, I just started my new business in 3 days. Are you a millionaire yet?" No, it is a it is a delayed gratification. Willpower is so important that using it effectively should be a high priority. So now we're going to talk about renewable energy. Think of willpower as your like a battery scale on a cell phone. Every morning you start like full, 100% charge. It's a green. And the day goes on, every time you draw on it, you're using it up. So as your green bar shrinks, so does your resolve. And when it eventually goes red, you are done. Willpower has a limited battery life, but can be recharged with some downtime. It's a limited but renewable resource. Okay, and food for thought. The brain makes up 1/50 of our body mass, but consume a staggering 1/5, yeah, 1/75 of the calories we burn for energy. If your brain were a car, in terms of gas mileage, it'd be a Hummer. Most of our conscious activity is happening in our prefrontal cortex, the part of our brain responsible for focus, handling short-term memory, solving problems, and moderating impulse control. It's the it's at the heart of what makes us human and the center for our executive control and willpower. Oh my goodness, we went to this anatomy. Give willpower the time of day. We lose our willpower not because we think about it, but because we don't. Without appreciating that it can come and go, we let it exactly that. Without intentionally protecting it every day, we allow ourselves to go from a will and a way to no will and no way. If success is what we're after, this will not work. Most people want power to their most important challenges without ever realizing that's what makes them so hard. So if you are like to get up early, you need to schedule whatever it's important for you first thing in the morning. If you functioning better at evening, you might just leave it and wait afternoon to do your most activities that bring you like money or money making activities. So whatever is important, leave it to the part of the day when you are productive. With this, we are going to find what card we have for today. And it is a yes. Instead of taking on the fear of others, I reflect love. So we'll see you tomorrow when I'm going to share the success formula with you.